Hey everyone, it is High here, bringing you a video celebrating the 30-year anniversary of Dragon Ball Z. Today is April 26, 2019, when this video is being recorded, marking 30 years since DBZ aired on Fuji TV in Japan. So in this video, I've compiled my own top 10 list of my favorite, or in my opinion, the best moments in Dragon Ball Z history, along with using, of course, Dokkan Battle art, of course. So with that, if you are new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff, and always a shout out to DBZ Space and the Dokkan Wiki for images provided. So if you agree with me or don't agree with me, you can put some comments below here. But remember, this is my top 10 list. There's so many great moments in Dragon Ball, so I said, you know what? I just was thinking to myself, what are my favorite parts to rewatch over and over again? So let's go ahead and start with the list. Coming in at number 10 is the creation and the return of the Dark Prince. The Evil Prince returns. Majin Vegeta was created through the seduction of the Majin powers from Baba D, and man, this whole part here from a ally from the last two arcs, in the Android arc and then even in the Frieza arc. He created a family of Bulma. Everything was going so well that Vegeta was an ally, was a good guy, and then deep down inside, that evil came out. And man, one of my favorite characters of all time, and Vegeta is my favorite character, just to let you guys know, disclaimer, Vegeta is my favorite character of Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball in general, and Majin Vegeta is one of my favorite forms. So yeah, the Evil Prince returns, coming in at number 10. For sure, I had to put that in this spot. So coming in at number 9 is actually a fight between Super Piccolo and number 17. In my opinion, also one of the most underrated fights in Dragon Ball Z history. This probably ranks to the 3rd spot for me in all fights of DBZ. Number 1 being the original Goku and Vegeta fight, and then Goku and Majin Vegeta in the Majin Buu saga. So this will rank number 3 for me because it was epic. Remember, Piccolo was far away from being as powerful as a Super Saiyan. The Super Saiyan transformation had really overcome and was the cream of the crop, the top portion of the power levels in the current series. So how did they make Piccolo as strong as a Super Saiyan? Well, he ended up merging with Kami and became Super Piccolo. And then the unstoppable number 17, at that point in time, no one was able to defeat this this monster, any of the androids. Piccolo comes in and starts wailing and fighting, and it was just an incredible fight, all in all, and one of my favorite moments that I like to go back to once in a while and say, man, how come people don't talk about this fight more? So coming in at number 9 is Super Piccolo versus number 17. Let's go ahead and move on to number 8. Number 8 is probably a lot lower on a lot of people's lists than for me, but the appearance of Ultimate Gohan was something just really special for me. I don't know what it was, but when he arrived to fight, the unstoppable Majin Buu at the time, and was standing toe-to-toe, I think that moment was really epic for me. And a lot of people were there. It was just, it was Gohan coming in, and he was strong, but his strength was never really, been seen in this fashion, that he didn't have to go Super Saiyan. He was in base form and was at that point in time the most powerful Saiyan, arguably as strong as Super Saiyan 3, right? So yeah, the introduction and the arrival of Ultimate Gohan fits in the number 8 spot, in my opinion, for the top moments. So coming in at number 7 is what I say perfection ended. A lot of people may put this actually at number 1, is when Super Saiyan 2 Gohan does the father-son Kamehameha to kill the unkillable Perfect Cell, or actually Super Perfect Cell at the time, right? So Goku just took Cell away, and unfortunately didn't kill him all the way through, and Cell came back and was just beating up everybody. And with one arm, Gohan was able to muster enough strength with Goku's voice in the background, and then of course, Vegeta helping out with the assist there as well. able to defeat the perfect Cell, and coming in number 7 is Perfection Ended Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. So coming in number 6 is my favorite move of all of Dragon Ball, or special move or attack, Final Flash, the really the first true appearance of Final Flash. And this move took a very long time, right? It was Vegeta telling Cell, hey, hold on for a second there, just hold on and sit there for a few minutes and let me power up. And Cell, being as arrogant because he just attained perfection, said, you know what, let me take it, I'll take it and take it head on. And that build up for that, you know, final blast here was so epic, and is one of my definite favorite moments in Dragon Ball history. You know, unfortunately, you know, Perfect Cell, you know, he took some damage, but he did recover from it. So but yeah, still, when you see Final Flash in Dragon Ball Super in multitude of different mediums, it is still an incredible move. So now let's go ahead and move on to the top 5 moments in Dragon Ball Z. And coming in at number 5 is even further beyond, the introduction of Super Saiyan 3 and Goku. You know, while everybody's watching and everybody's doubting, oh, you're just joking, Krillin says, hey, you're just joking, there's nothing beyond, you know, Super Saiyan 2. And there he was, Super Saiyan 3. And really the progression into this moment, right? He is talking to Majin Buu and saying, hey, let me show you my transformations from Super Saiyan 1, then Super Saiyan 2, and then even further beyond. And I think a lot of people were mystified by the transformation in itself, with the no eyebrows and the long hair. I thought it was a really cool design. So coming in at number 5, the introduction of Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Yes, absolutely. So coming in at number 4 is actually, in my opinion, the better moment in the ending of the Perfect Cell saga, and that is when Gohan goes Super Saiyan 2 for the first time. That's right, when Cell smashes Android 16's head, and Gohan just could not figure out how to unleash that power that he had deep within. And how, you know, Goku said, hey, you know what, he's stronger than any of us, you know, any of the Z fighters. And you know, it took the words of Android 16, and then of course Cell crushing his dome there, as you can see, then unleashing that moment. And it's just a powerful moment, and you can go back and watch this scene over and over again, and it's still one of the best. But surprisingly, number 4, I think a lot of Gohan fans for sure, this is like the number 1 moment for all Gohan fans. So coming in at number 4, Gohan Almighty going Super Saiyan 2. Now let's go into the top 3. This is once again a very hard decision. There's so many great moments, so many of my favorite moments in Dragon Ball Z history. So coming in at number 3, it is Kaio-Ken ×4. I think like I mentioned before, my favorite fight in the entire series is the original Goku and Vegeta fight, and this moment for me was just incredible. And there's a lot of great Kaio-Ken moments, but this Kaio-Ken moment was, you know, they were battling it out, and you have the Gatlic gun versus the Kamehameha, and that's an iconic moment in itself. But then the beam struggle happens, and you're saying, boy, he went Kaio-Ken 3, and you don't even supposed to go over Kaio-Ken ×2, and then he just says, Kaio-Ken ×4, and then this huge blast comes out. What an incredible moment. Unfortunately, it still didn't stop Vegeta, which was amazing, and the battle continued on. But man, this was one of my favorite moments of all time, and you know, drop dead one of the best moments in excuse me, one of the best moments in Dragon Ball Z history. So all right, coming in at number 2 is the First Awakening. Of course you have to, you know, put in when Goku goes Super Saiyan. Somewhere on this list that has to happen. I think so many of us as kids watching, you know, Dragon Ball, you know, this moment here was, you know, one of the most epic things of all time. It really, you know, created the rest of the series here. Dragon Ball, the original series, was popular, but not as popular as Dragon Ball Z, and I think this moment was it took the series into another echelon, and the popularity grew so big from the blonde hair, blue eyes, and the fiery yellow glow of a Super Saiyan. And what was a Super Saiyan? Vegeta talked about it all that time during the Frieza saga, and able to actually see the transformation. Yeah, this was incredible, and a lot of people probably put this as number one, but there is one more that, in my opinion, it's my list, right? My list. That is the best moment in DBZ history. So let's go ahead quickly, just do some honorable mentions that all these deserve to be on the top 10, but I just kind of threw some other pictures on here. You have the final moment with Boo, with Goku, killing him off with the spirit bomb there. Of course, that's an iconic moment, a great moment there. The introduction of final form Frieza, right? That's his final form, because he just kept on transforming, and you're like, oh, this little short guy is this final form there. That was great. Trunks came in from the future, kills Mecha Frieza with one slash. That was a great, incredible moment. Tien, we always forget about Tien doing the tri-beam for multiple times, holding off second form Cell. I love that moment. Dead Yamcha, just had to put that on there. The introduction of Ginyu Force, Birder, and Jace fighting Goku, or even Rakum fighting Vegeta and Gohan and Krillin. All that was so good. And even Vegito didn't make the list. I love Vegito, but I had to just kind of pick and choose. I typically don't go into the Vegito Boo fight too often, more so than the other things I did mention. So Yosha with Vegeta there, it did not make the list. So what did make the number one? Well, you should have been hinted that Vegeta is my favorite character of Dragon Ball Z and of all history. So of course, the best moment of Vegeta in all of Vegeta's history is the final atonement. This moment here made Vegeta so layered because of his sacrifice of the mistake, and he really overcame and overpowered the mind control of Babidi, and said, you know what, this character, this villain that came out from it, Majin Buu, how strong is this guy? I'm just beaten Super Saiyan 2 Goku. And unbeknownst to him, he still wasn't stronger than Goku at the time. But this moment here, when he consoles Trunks, gives him a hug, knocks those kids out and take them away. I'm gonna defeat Majin Buu myself, and he sacrifices himself, and in a sense atones for his past actions, and Vegeta dies at this moment, and is my favorite moment of all Dragon Ball history. Dragon Ball Z, GT, Super, everything. This is the key moment to make Vegeta the most layered character in Dragon Ball. So that's number one for sure. Wasn't even a question. I started with this one and then kind of just grouped everything else along with that. So what do you guys think about my list? Some of you guys would probably agree or disagree. Comment below. I'll love to hear it. But like I said, this was a video just to celebrate the 30-year anniversary of Dragon Ball Z. So with that, if you are new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Thank you guys for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. Catch you next time.